Good morning, everyone. It's June 18th, and it is a rainy day. This past week, we didn't actually hit that heat wave. We were about 2 degrees too short of the heat wave. Check out the chipmunk right there. But after that weekend, it kind of cooled down a little bit to the low 80s, and there were a couple of storms that were predicted to happen throughout the week, and they didn't, so we ended up being in a drought. And it's kind of nice that it rained all night because it wasn't in the forecast. I just scared that woodpecker away. It wasn't in the forecast, but it was nice because I was going to come out and water all my plants this morning, and now I don't have to. So let's go check on this update. I got my peanuts for the blue jays. Put those there. Come over here and check on this morning glory right there. It's the one I'm gonna have wrap around the basketball hoop and go up. Coming over here. All the colors. So we come over here. The mugwort is starting to shoot up some more. I'm gonna have to come back and trim it. The Gladys is looking pretty good. It's gotten quite tall. And that ended up turning out to be a weed. I thought it was gonna be a lily, but I'll have to pull that one soon. The orange daylily right here. Got the little yellow one right there. All the daffodils. I pulled a lot of the old growth. This orange daylily. Another orange one right there. 2 snapdragons down there. The hosta. The 2 irises here, and then there's a orange daylily right there. Little petunias. Some more daylilies, and that lily right there. Yeah, I still haven't determined what that is and what that is yet. Over to this side. Got a lot of orange daylilies blooming. These, I was told they were white tiger lilies, but I don't believe they are. I grew them last year, but these are about to bloom soon too. Now on these orange daylilies, they're called daylilies because the blooms only last one day. So by tomorrow, this bloom will be gone, and these were yesterday's bloom. So all that I do, just kind of take it and snip it. Now a lot of these are new blooms. These are all the new ones that will be for tomorrow, or in the coming days. Coming down here, the violets are all standing up, looking pretty good. Petunias, the snapdragons. The columbine right there. The cardinal plant's looking pretty good. It's definitely starting to shoot up quite a bit. You can see the ones over here. And those are looking pretty good. I'm gonna actually move this over to that side. That's the morning glory. We got the lily here, rose there, the orange daylily, the good one, the old one. Just gonna take it, go all the way down, like that, snip that off. These morning glories right here, this one's actually starting to bloom. See right there, I'm actually gonna try to have it go up onto these poles, but that's actually what it's gonna be looking like. Coming over here to this daylily. Like that. The iris is looking pretty good. There's another daylily right in there. The snapdragons down here. If you come down here, I'm gonna start deadheading all these little guys down here. These are all gonna be seed pods, and if I don't deadhead them soon, then I'm not going to have more blooms coming. The plant's going to concentrate on making seeds instead of more blooms. So I'm going to cut these off really soon. The petunias. Come on over here. Now I'm going to go through and I'll cut down all the old ones because there's actually a number of them. But here are all today's lilies. Coming down here to this one is on the verge of blooming. Will probably bloom tomorrow. This is a yellow daylily. These I grew from seed. This one and then the one that's all the way over there, the tiny one, I grew from seed, and I'm actually quite proud of them. But they're the yellow daylilies. And there was actually a few times where I thought they were actual grass and I pulled them. And I planted them like immediately back into the ground, and I'm thankful I didn't ruin them. So yep, that's the yellow daylily. The snapdragons, the petunias, same thing on this side, the petunias, and I'll have to go through and deadhead these guys. That's how that's looking right now. Petunias down here are looking really good. Forgot the Japanese maple right here. The cosmos right there and the marigold. This is all birdseed that falls down from the window, and I believe that's corn again. Not exactly sure what the rest of it is. But that's the iris. The yellow rose, looking a little beat up after all the rain, but that's alright, she'll recover. This lily right here, the pink one, the pink rose. Come over here to this Gladys, and the red rose down there. It looks like she'll be having blooms the next couple weeks. Or the red rose, I think I called it the red one. Coming back here, the tulips are pretty much all cut back. And if you look at the hostas, they're sending up their shoots to start blooming too. Alright, let's go check on those backyard gardens. Coming back here to the grapes in the greenhouse, we'll check on the grapes first. Coming over here. If you look right here, we got our first orange daylily bloom. Just going to the fence. There we go. That's better. So that one's blooming first. All these ones will be up next. Coming over here to the grapes. These grapes are looking good. They're setting out shoots. So I gotta be vigilant and make sure they don't grab onto this fence and reach into my neighbor's yard. So I just take them and just kind of wrap around here and make sure they go into the right direction. Right here too, they're sending off a lot of shoots. So those are the grapes. Let's check out the greenhouse. Do a little sneak peek. Coming on in here. Just move this chair out of the way. Coming over here. So because of the heat wave that we were supposed to get, I was really worried about the water in here because of earlier in the year when I didn't water for 2 days and I pretty much killed all my plants off. So I was really worried about that, and I was checking the temperature in here, and the temperature was above 120 degrees this past weekend. So I was coming in here and I was watering it quite a bit, and you could tell by the discoloration by some of these leaves on here. So I'm gonna try to slowly move back some of the watering and try and help it. You can see it kind of curling a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut back on the watering just a little bit this week and see how they react to it. This one's kind of hard to see. These two right here, I'm starting to get a little worried about that they're not really shooting any buds or anything yet. Especially this one. This one's tall and lanky. I think this one might be a male if it doesn't start doing something soon. But these guys are pretty, or these girls I should say, are all pretty good. This one was on the same basically timeline as these ones, but it hasn't grown any buds or anything quite yet. So I'll be keeping an eye on those. Alright, let's go check on those garden beds. So coming back here to the garden beds, we'll start off with the empty bed, the empty watermelon bed. Just been picking some of the weeds out of it. But if you come over here, you can see the blueberry right there. This blueberry, which is getting quite high. The grape is doing pretty good. There's a lot of new growth on it. You can see how it's grabbing on and pulling itself there. Same thing over here and over there. Strawberries that were dug up by something, probably the squirrels. Coming over here to the pumpkins. That one's starting to stretch out. This one had some flowers, the male flowers. And coming back here to this one. This one is stretching out across there. Alright, let's go get that daily dose of duck. And today's duck of the day is the Willy Wonka duck. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for watching.